Good day, my fans. How you guys doing? Today, I brought to you happenings. There's this video moving around on the internet as regards South Africa. I think the South Africans are now really getting their share. I guess the shares of their own cake. I learned that they are not having shortage of power supply. I don't know what could be the cause, but the president of South Africa is now soliciting, begging, for other African countries to help. As a matter of fact, the president of South Africa is now begging Mozambique, president to help them with power supply. Now the ones they have is not sufficient enough. They need more power supply. Their former business partner, that's Botswana, because Botswana are the ones that normally supplied them before, but now since they decided to chase their citizens away from their country, so they now decide to stop supplying their power, and now they are having power crisis, sort of. Is it supposed to be like this? The answer is no. The president himself was there. He never cautioned his people to stop what they are doing. Rather, he encouraged them. Because if he did not encourage them, I don't see the reason why they will be chasing they'll be chasing their own fellow neighbors. What they are doing is they are chasing their own fellow neighbors, and that same neighbor you are chasing away, you now expect them to come and help you. Botswana is an example. You chase away their citizen from your own country. You believe that your country is doing well. You have all what it takes in this world. You have everything in abundance. You never thought of this power of a thing, that you are not really generating. If you don't have monopoly of power. You source from other countries to help. You think you build your own power or your own economy. I mean, only with South Africans. It's not done. For you to build your country, it's collaboration. Collaborate with other partner countries, particularly your neighbors. You trade, within within Africa sub-Sahara, and don't make me talk what I know. That's how it should be. You do business, with each other. With that, Africa will thrive. Things will work out well. Not being selfish, because what I've seen what South Africa are doing now, selfishness. They believe that they have it all. They know it all. Look at what they just depend. In fact, this is just preamble. I know with time, because I've seen the way they are doing things. Even I once saw one video where a police officer, a law enforcement agency at that level, going to supermarkets of a foreigner, stealing, looting their goods, and he was there. If he wasn't part of them, they were all stealing together. This is very bad, very bad. I hope you will never regret all your actions. I believe so. But sooner or later, the water loom will so loom you up. Let me stop here so you can watch the video.
South Africa looking to its neighbor, Mozambique, to try and help the country's power crisis.
Major breaking news. Hey, guys, South African governments are now begging Mozambican government, that is Mozambique, to supply them power. According to South African government, they said they have been out of power, that they need Mozambique because Botswana is no longer giving them power anymore. So they are begging the Mozambique government to please supply them power. I say, una never see anything. South Africans, this is just the preamble. More is yet to come. Since the president of South Africa decided not to talk about these xenophobic attacks that is happening in their country, it decided to keep quiet. In fact, it even went as far as saying the South African March on March protest was a success. They applaud them. So right now, he is the one begging Mozambique to please supply power to them. It is not me that said it though, because you all knows how to come out here and say, oh, you are lying. It's a propaganda. This is not propaganda. This is facts upon facts. Take a look at the video. Please, as you're watching, kindly share, like, and please subscribe to the channel.
South Africa looking to its neighbor, Mozambique, to try and help the country's power crisis. The Electricity Minister, Jose Ntu Ramokgopa, will this morning host his Mozambican Minister of Resources, that's Carlos Zacarias, at the Union Buildings. This is in a bid to secure additional power for South Africa as the power utility Eskom struggles to meet the country's energy needs. Last month, Ramokgopa and Zacarias agreed on Mozambique providing 80 megawatts of energy to try and alleviate South Africa's power crisis. This is in addition to the government's purchase agreement for electricity from the Cahora Bassa hydroelectric power plant in Mozambique.
I'm not here to say a lot, just to remind you guys that an African cannot be a foreigner on African land. Just a reminder that non-Africans are foreigners on African land, but Africans on the other side cannot be foreigners. So every non-African who makes a comment on the immigration issue and then they're talking about, yeah, these people must go. Actually, when you say these people, that's your own kind of people. Those are the people who are supposed to leave the country and leave the continent. So Africans are not foreigners on African land. And again, when you come from the east side of Africa and you go to the west side of Africa, as an African, you can't be a foreigner. It wouldn't make any sense for you guys to say we are all African, right? But then when an African leaves the yard, then suddenly they are considered foreigners. It doesn't apply, guys. It doesn't work. So when an African is on the east side of Africa and goes to the west side of Africa, they are still African because they are still on the same African land. They are not out of the African continent. So when an African goes from the east to the north, or from the north to the south, or from south to central, you are still within Africa, so you are not a foreigner. Even the people in Morocco are one of those ones when they're just going to have to come to the realization and come to terms with the fact that Africans are not foreigners, whether they like it or not. Even the ones in Tunisia, there's no such thing as an African being a foreigner, but you can fight and fight and fight and fight as much as you want. If you're uncomfortable with the idea of Africans being foreigners, you have the sea. You have the sea to yourself. And now the Moroccans and the Tunisians, who are very xenophobic and Afrophobic, because when a Moroccan person and a Tunisian person hates Africans from other parts of Africa, they are the epitome of, or the greatest example of, xenophobia and Afrophobia and tribalism. You guys, the term is better suited, especially to you guys, because you think the color of your skin makes you non-African. You are African, my darling. You descend from the same land as me, and you are not greater or below me. You and I are the same. We are siblings. We are on the same level in front of our ancestors. So your ancestors and my ancestors are the same people. They are not any different.
Beginning of your sufferings. I think you guys believe that you can live alone. You are everything. That without other African countries, you can function. So why are you guys begging Mozambique for power? Why? I think Jacinta said they can be able to, the money South Africa have can be able to sustain South Africa. Even Fakel said he can be able to employ 1,000 South Africans because the money South African have can be able to, feed all of them. South Africa, you better feed yourself. Supply power for yourself. You have money. Create that power for yourself. Create it, oh. Create it. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Please kindly share the video, like, and subscribe.
And what do you think about the video? Please drop your comment at the comment section. And if today is your first time, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much.